Do you know each and every day 10,000 people turn 65 and older? Yes, and guess what? 89% of those people, they want to stay at home. They want to remain at home. They don't want to live in a facility. So guess what that means? That means we need more non-medical home care agency everywhere in the United States, especially in South Dakota. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with your non-medical home care agency in South Dakota. Bust up and tune in. Welcome to my channel. I'm Denis. I am the home care agency startup and growth expert, and I help overworked, burned out, frustrated nurses and healthcare professionals start and grow their own profitable home care agency so they can have more freedom, more flexibility, and more income so they can live the life that they deserve while impacting their own corner of the world. Over the last 4 to 5 years, our team has helped over 350 home care agencies get started and grow all throughout the United States as well as Canada. So we know the process to get this done. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to get started with your non-medical home care agency in South Dakota. So let's dive in. So first thing that you need to have a name for your home care agency. That's the first step, right? You need to get a name. Once you get a name, your next step will be to do a name verification where you enter the name in certain database and ensure that nobody else have the same name or similar name. It is really important that you ensure no one else has the same name or similar name, because if somebody has the same or similar name, at any time they can tell you to stop using your name that you choose because it's similar or it's the same as their name. And that way, you know, once you do the name verification, that way you can prevent this mistake, okay? Because that can be a costly mistake. Imagine you already invested in your business, you purchase marketing material, you spend money, and now somebody say you can't use your name, right? That's a costly mistake. And that's exactly why on my YouTube channel, I share best practices about home care agency ownership, so that way you can avoid costly mistakes, avoid headache, and become the home care boss that you desire to be. So 5 days a week, I put videos out there, 5 videos per week for your learning, so you can learn the industry and not make the mistakes that you don't have to make. So make sure you like and subscribe so that way you can get notified when I put new content out there. So now you have a name, right? You verify the name. Let's say everything is good. Now your next step is to register your business name and set up your legal entity through the Secretary of State, right? So once you do that, you'll get approved. And once you get approved, they will give you a certificate of organization. And that really feels good. It feels like, hey, it's official. You are one step closer to becoming your own boss. And you should celebrate that moment because this is a major win, okay? So now once you do that, your next step is to get your employer identification number. That's a number that is assigned to you by the government. That's how they identify your business. So that is something that you need. Once you've done that, now it's time to start putting all of your paperwork that you're gonna need, documents that you're gonna need to run the business together. You're gonna need your policy and procedures. You're gonna need your employee files. You're gonna need your client files. So I know those may be new terms to you, so let me break them down. Your policy and procedures manual is a reference manual. That's the manual that's gonna have all the policies, all of the regulations that your agency has to abide to, right? Your agency has to abide to. So you wanna make sure you have that. So usually the policies and procedure manual, the policies and procedures manual have 3 categories, like the administrative policies, client policies, personnel policies. Administrative policies have everything when it comes to administration, right? Everything that comes with administration is an administrative policy. Personnel policies, everything that has to do with the personnel. How do you govern the relationship with your employees? Client policies, everything that has to do, how do you govern your relationship with your clients? So that policy and procedures manual is basically your reference guide. You need it and you want to make sure it's done and it's written the right way the first time around. You're gonna need your employee files. Your employee files include all of the paperwork that you need to give employees when you bring them on board. Remember, the job you're currently in or your last job, when they were bringing you on board, they give you tons of paperwork to sign. So now you're gonna be the employer. You're gonna have to have all those paperwork for your employee to sign, so that way you can stay in compliance with labor law. And then you also need your client files. Those are really important, right? Just like when you go to the doctors, they give you a whole bunch of paper to sign. Same thing here. When you get a new client, they have to sign a lot of different paperwork. So that's really important that you get all of those paperwork. Then, once you get those paperwork, your next step is to get trained. You have to get trained on how to run the business, the day-to-day operation of the business. You have to get trained on how to market the business and get clients. Because if you don't have clients, you really have a very expensive hobby. And I hope that's not what you want for yourself, because that's not what I want for you. So you want to make sure you get trained. And not only that, then once you get all of those things, now it's time to prepare to launch. From the time that you start to launch, there are 3 phases to launch a profitable home care agency. And you want to make sure you follow the 3 phases step by step. That way you can ensure that you have a successful business. Because a lot of people who start business fail, and the reason that they fail is because they didn't have the right knowledge. But for you, you want to make sure you get the right knowledge so you don't become a statistic and become a business that fails. So guess what? I've already got you covered. I create an exclusive free training where I do a deep dive into the 3 phases that you need in order to launch your profitable home care agency. And here's how you get access to it. Click the link below, check the description box, click it right now and watch the training now. Okay, and phases are now because I don't know how long I'm gonna have this training available, because that's not a training that I usually have open to the public. So take advantage of it right now while it's still available to the public. And as I'm talking to you, I remember a story of one of our students who we have helped become a licensed home care agency owner. Her name is Aneta. So when she came to us, she had a desire to get started with a home care agency, but she didn't know the step-by-step process on how to do it. And she wanted to make sure she did it the right way the first time around. So she decided to work with us. So our team was able to set up her business, get her licensure for her, provided her with all the documents, policy and procedure, employee file, client file, and as well as providing her with training on how to run the business and how to get clients. And now she is a licensed home care agency owner. And I know you too can achieve that and more, but you need to go to the next phase. You need to get the knowledge that you need. And for you, the next step is you need to learn the 3 phases to launch a profitable home care agency. So click the link below right now and watch the training right now. Do not delay. I'll see you on the inside.